Yeah, Rufftrack's a pretty simple, straightforward story. We've got 3 jobs, and that is to keep kids alive, keep kids out of prison, and give them skills for a secure future. So we're going to break those cycles that have, through no fault of their own, got kids in a pretty bad situation where they're making poor choices.
Farmer Dave is not your everyday farmer. Instead, what he's growing are futures for vulnerable kids, using one particular thing.
We're going to offer it to him and see which one he wants. Righto. The heart of our program is dogs, because what we do know about dogs is they don't talk much, but they listen a lot. And when you're going through a hard time, you just need to be heard. And each kid bonds with a dog. They learn trust, they learn responsibility, they learn respect, but they also learn kindness, because a dog's going to move away from you if it doesn't trust you, doesn't bond with you. It's so difficult to be mean to a dog. And these kids are often really mean to themselves and other people, because hurt people hurt people. And dogs really just break that entire cycle and allow you to start a whole new relationship one-on-one. And we extrapolate that out, and we get them to do that with their mates here at Rufftrack, their elders in the community, and then of course their own families. And then that's how we re-engage them back into society, is starting with a dog. That simple, straightforward, beautiful magic that happens when you put one kid and one dog together. And the last one, can you do it?
Good boy!
Yes!
Met my dog, met Bud, yeah, so he's changed perspective on life for me a lot. Yeah, I wasn't the type that really wanted to be around a dog at that time. I just wanted to be myself. But yeah, me and Bud, we click a lot, same brain, real crazy. Yeah, he's my best mate. He's the one I go to talk to. I'm with him 7 hours a day usually, so yeah, he's one of my best mates. He's done a lot for me and I've done a lot for him.
Me and my dog, we have a strong connection. Wherever he goes, I go. Wherever I go, he goes. Sometimes he doesn't listen, but he's a good dog at the end of the day.
These canine companions teach these kids more than how to be a good mate.
It's about giving them perspective. They're on one side of the sheep, the dog's on the other side of the sheep. Everything is opposite. So they've got to learn the perspective from the dog's point of view. And if you're looking suddenly as a 16-year-old kid, wow, someone else has a different perspective to this, maybe I'm not going to hurt them, maybe I'm not going to steal from them, maybe I'm going to think a little bit more rather than the here and the now and the take and I want. When you're driving, what's big? The windscreen or the rear vision mirror?
The windscreen.
Yeah. You always got to think about, look back every now and again to see how far you've come, but always be looking forward.
As well as teaching skills in dog training, farming, metal fabrication and carpentry, Rufftracks also helps these kids to gain trust in the community.
You know, if the reality is that many of our kids have been really hurt by adults, like big people can hurt little people, and some of the stories of these kids are just abhorrent. But they have a fear of police, and they often haven't gone to police about some terrible things that have happened to them. And it's very much so part of our circle that the police are collaborative with us and work with us. And the kids know that there's a copper that they can always go to, and to make sure whatever's happening doesn't keep happening.
The kids come through here where they don't make eye contact, they're low self-esteem, haven't got a great deal of confidence in themselves. And just working with Dave and the police, they come through and they build their confidence, they get to value their own self-worth, and it's fantastic to see the progress they make over time working with Farmer Dave.
You're not as dumb as you make out, mate. Auto electrical, you think about it, there's always going to be electricity happening in cars. This is when you know the program's worked. So when a kid comes to me and says, hey Dave, I'm going really good in my apprenticeship, or my job's going real good, I just want to make sure that my dog can stay in the program to help someone the way that the dog's helped me. And I know that that's when that kid's ready to leave the program, because they've got this perspective and this circle whereby they're going to give back to another kid. And rather than take anything from the program, it's all about, well, now it's time for me to give back. As they step up, they start to lead other young people through a better path.